Okay, quick little supplementary video to my She-Ra Season 5 review because I mainly focused on the big thematic things and talking about the redemption arcs for a number of characters on that one, and there was a lot of little things that I either didn't think to bring up or that didn't fit in the larger point I was making, and I wasn't trying to make a 40-minute video, so let's rattle off some other minor details that I really liked. Oh, also, before I get into this, watch my other video first. This is a supplement to that, and also, spoilers. I'm just going to talk about stuff, okay? I even wrote them down to be sure I wouldn't miss any this time. Scorpia, singing. Oh, there's so much I love about this. Okay, obviously, yeah, Scorpia, favorite character. Folks know that by now. But here was the thing. We built up to it. I got a little bit nervous because it felt cringe, and that sort of humiliation humor makes me uncomfortable. I just don't enjoy it. So my immediate hope was, oh God, let her actually be good at singing, let her actually be good. And then she was, which made me very, very happy. But even beyond that, a couple of things I really like about this. First of all, I like that it gets addressed as Scorpia thinks she's not good at singing because Catra told her she wasn't good at singing, and she just took that to heart. And Perfuma, and while it is nice that she turns out to actually be good at singing, I like that Perfuma puts the emphasis on do it because it makes you happy, not because you're good at it. That was just wonderful, and I love that. And I also love that after we've had the emphasis on how bad Scorpia is at lying, that she just sings the fact that she is a spy that's the song. I'm a spy. Oh God, I love that. That was so her. Loved that. Micah being weird around kids, particularly Frosta. It's like he's trying to trial run being around Glimmer because he doesn't really have a proper comprehension of how old Glimmer is at this point. That was pretty well done. That could have gotten grading, but I think that was well balanced. And also kind of a neat acknowledgement for how long the guy's been gone at this point. Oh, a couple of things about Mermista. First, I liked that she was just as annoyed with Seahawk while she was chipped as she is normally. And I like that he used that to his advantage. And also, going back to the episode where they were infiltrating the nightclub kind of thing, I like, first of all, that basically anyone who has ever met Seahawk prior to his being part of the rebellion hates him and wants to hurt him. And then we get the thing of Mermista set somebody else's ship on fire and she gets all embarrassed. He goes, I just wanted to see what it felt like, okay? And Seahawk getting the biggest eyes and that made me smile. That was the, I mean, by the end it was a little bit, but that was the lighthearted episode of the season, easily. I was really glad to see how much Spinnerella and Natasha got highlighted this time. Not that they're fan favorite characters or anything, but they had just kind of been there up to this point. And most characters who have been otherwise supporting have gotten a highlight at some point. Even the Horde trio last season's got a great highlight episode. So it was nice to see Spinnerella and Natasha get some focus in a way that pretty much every other character had at this point. So that was nice, and I enjoyed that. I like the general vibe of the season because despite the fact that we've actually got for the heroes a body count of arguably one, that one being Shadow Weaver. Not that it's arguable that she died, but it's arguable whether you want to classify her with hero or not. But considering that really none of our true blue heroic characters died, I'm impressed how dangerous this season felt. It really felt like we could lose people. And part of that was the chips, because that gave us the feeling of we lost a character without having to have them die. So part of it was that, but even beyond that, it felt dangerous, which that's pretty impressive, especially for a kids show. And then I also completely forgot to talk about Wrong Horde Hack. That was interesting because when that first started happening, I remember thinking like, do we need this? Is this just going to be like having Hordak, but it's not Hordak? Like, what is the point of it? But he has so much his own personality going on. And I found him endearing by the end as he's learning how to wink and he has this existential crisis and loses faith in what is effectively his god. Oh, it was just fun. I was surprised how much I ultimately ended up enjoying him. And like in an odd way, reminded me a little bit of Swiftwind, in that when Swiftwind first became Swiftwind, he kind of freaked out a little bit, and then he comes back and he's a little bit more sort of gung-ho, and he's a little bit awkward, but boy, he means well. And Rob Hordak kind of reminded me of that a little bit. So, yeah, I think that was everything I wanted to be sure that I got to. Oh! I have to believe this happened headcanon because they didn't cover it. I kind of wish they could have found a way to do it, like even if it was just a line from Entrapta. But I have to believe she went back to Beast Island to recover that bot that she could ride in there. Because when they left Beast Island, she promised it she was going to come back for it. So I have to believe she did that. I kind of wish she, leading Hordak away, she had said something like, "Come on, we got to go to Beast Island and go get my other friend." That would have really made my day. It's missing doesn't ruin anything because I can still believe that was like the first thing they did, the two of them. But still, also kind of wish Hordak's eyes had gone red again. I've mentioned before I don't love the green. It's just it doesn't stand out against the white skin as well. So I kind of wish his eyes had gone red again. Oh well. That's minor. And like any complaints I might have are going to be exceptionally minor because this season was great and this show was great and it's going on the rewatch list because boy do I love it. A lot. So I think those are all my supplementary thoughts, the little things that I didn't bring up in the main video, which is over at Council of Geeks. Hope you watch that first. So yeah, there we go. I know break room videos normally have a different angle. I've just set up in the new room and I haven't got something set up for me to have the alternate angle yet. So future break room videos, hopefully before too long, I'll have that sorted out. But I've got my normal backdrop set up, but the rest of the room I'm still working on. So the break room will have a slightly different look. I will get there. I'm just not there yet. So there you go. Usual thing, drop your thoughts, your comments. This was a good show, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Wow. So, all the usual things, like, subscribe, share this around, Patreon, etc., etc., etc. No pressure, though. Don't worry about it. Just come on back next time you need a break.